Anti-AI people are hilarious. Case in point, Steven Rosenbaum, author of Future of Truth, which is basically an old man yells at kids these days tome. Yes, it's all about how these newfangled techamajigs are gonna cause the collapse of the Gen Z brains. Especially AI, of course. AI is just the latest in this very same scare. Before that, it was video games. Before that, rock and roll. Before that, Bugs Bunny cartoons. And comic books, and dime novels, and TV and radio and the telephone and so on. All the way back to ancient Greece with a written word. But as with all new technology, the kids manage to figure out the pros and cons before their parents do. Rosenbaum wrote up a story about it in Wired called Gen Z is Pioneering a New Understanding of Truth. It's all about how the kids these days suffer from anxiety, depression, loneliness, self-harm, and all the usual suspects. He wrote, "The danger is no longer just misinformation. Thanks to AI, it's now possible to manufacture fake realities at scale. Deepfake videos, clone videos, and bogus news stories are dissolving the line between what's real and what's not faster than society can adapt." Maybe faster than you can adapt. For the rest of us, Carl Sagan's baloney detection kit is quite sufficient to expose it. Chapter 12 of The Demon-Haunted World, if you want a good book to read. But then the New York Times uncovered something interesting, quote, "The author of a nonfiction book about the effects on artificial intelligence on truth acknowledged on Monday that he had included numerous made-up or misattributed quotes concocted by AI. The author, Steven Rosenbaum, whose book The Future of Truth was released this month to great fanfare, incorporated more than a half-dozen misattributed or fake quotes in sections of the book reviewed by the New York Times." Wow. Just wow. Pontificating about the harms of AI while using AI himself? And using it wrong to boot. So what did he do when the Times called him on it? Quote, "In his statement, Mr. Rosenbaum said that if the episode serves as a warning about the risks of AI-assisted research and verification, that is why I wrote the book. These AI errors do not, in fact, diminish the larger questions that the book raises about truth, trust, and AI, and its impact on society, democracy, and editorial," he added. Here's how Mike Masnick of TechDirt responded, quote, "Dude, no. Just no. You don't get to write an entire book fretting about how the kids these days don't understand truth because of AI, and then when it's exposed that you didn't even check the quotes AI gave you, claim that this just proves your point. That's not how any of this works. This is a book called The Future of Truth. It seems like you should at least grapple with the fact that part of the future of truth is that your own book is spreading false information because you didn't actually write parts of it." That's right, Rosenbaum. You didn't prove a point about AI. You just ruined your own credibility. It's a bit like a prosecutor getting caught driving drunk and saying it serves as a warning about drunk driving. And as Masnick points out, in Gen Z circles, AI is something often joked about and made fun of, because in large part of the idiotic ways the boomers use it. Once again, AI is a tool, empowering when used properly, outrageously silly when used as an excuse to be lazy or ignorant. Humans never needed AI to be lazy or deceptive. AI doesn't even make it easier. If anything, it empowers us with new ways not to be fooled by misinformation, regardless of whether or not it was generated by AI or the old-fashioned way. And as I've been saying for years, and as people keep realizing more and more, AI is not a hotline to truth. Rosenbaum, I think the kids these days understand truth a lot more than you do.